Rupa or the Sfurna, that is the flux, the uncaused one. In the Kumbhaka or retention of the breath, one halts the movements of the mind, and Priyatva, that is love, attained when the mind is stopped. So the plurality is subsequently dissolved. The end of the mind is the end of the world, and hence automatically the witness, the seer and the seen merge into the one without a second. This is the establishment of the mind in the self, because other than the self there can be no mind. Just as other than the rope there can be no snake. So the mind is a superimposition on the self, like the snake on the rope. When the rope is known, the snake disappears along with the fears that are created by it. Similarly, when the self is realized, the mind and its accompanying joys and sorrows end. As a pot immersed in the ocean has water everywhere, inside and out, so too the mind contemplating on the self as existence, consciousness and bliss becomes the self. This is the real meaning of Agamarshanam, and destroying the sins and merits of all the vasanas and avidya or ignorance of the self. Washing away the ignorance of the self is Agamarshanam, because ignorance is the sin that makes us suffer trials and tribulations in the life. In this way, this type of Agamarshana, which is Jnana Swarupa, which is of the nature of knowledge, in the form of knowledge, comes naturally to a man of wisdom and should be ardently practiced by a spiritual seeker. For men with a predominance towards action, there is the Karma Pradhana Agamarshanam, that is, expiatory practices which stress the performance of suitable rites and ritual actions. So one was Aghamarshana of where action is involved, but another, for the wise man, even though for the benefit of the society, he is doing that because you have to take bath in the morning, you have to go to the toilet, etc. All those things. So when he is doing, he is understanding it in this way. You do pranayam, now you think in this way, that with the out breath, the sat existence is that one has become the many. What is that many? All the names and forms. And the moment you take the in-breath, with the in-breath, you go back to the witness. So hum, so hum, so hum. And as the so hum, the outward, inward, outward, inward, outward, inward becomes slower and slower on the seat of meditation, a point comes where there is no outgoing and no incoming. The moment that happens, it can only happen. You cannot bring it about. The moment it happens, you are the witness, provided you don't go to sleep. That sleep is, you have to be very careful of. And the more you practice this, then automatically, as you are thinking and continuously you are remaining aware of this, then slowly, your attention remains on, you remain aware in spite of all the names and forms. Not because you are practicing awareness, it happens. It happens. Awareness is a happening, and it happens when the mind slows. So regular meditation is very necessary. And what are we studying? Sadachar, all the various acts. So now we have made the getting up act into a divine, remembering the divine. We have made the expiatory act also into remembering the divine. We have come to the snanam, the bathing act, also we are converted into a divine. And next step is the fifth topic covered by our text, Sadachar, is Sandhya, or the prayers to be offered to the Lord at the three junctions of the day and night, sunrise, high noon and sunset. And we'll see that next time. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।